Hi Virgo, and welcome to your Case of the X tarot reading for January 2017. I've changed this reading up just a little bit from the previous format. All the tarot decks that I'm using in this reading are listed in the top comment below, as well as the meaning of their placement in this reading if you are interested in that information. As always, Virgo, this is a general tarot reading, so the information and messages that come through in this reading may or may not personally resonate with you and your situation with your ex, okay? So these are major arcana cards, and this is a new element that I'm adding into this tarot reading. What is keeping you holding on to this ex or unable to forget them, or you know, maybe it's just they're haunting you? It's going to be different for all of you. Some of you want to get back with your ex. Some of you maybe don't so much want to get back with your ex, but you still have emotions attached and you don't know why. So let's pull a card to get some information on that energy that holds you back. Ascension. I believe Aries received this as well for their energy that's holding them back. So perhaps you have a rising Aries or Aries moon, or your ex is an Aries. So two different things with this. I believe it was Aries that got it. If I'm wrong on that, I'm sorry. It's late. I'm getting tired. I'm almost to the end of these. So two things happen with this card coming out as the energy of why you can't let go. First and foremost is this situation was intended to be very traumatic to your experience, in a sense, like rip you open, crack you open all the way down to your soul, okay? Because you're trying to ascend on a spiritual level this lifetime. And there's a beautiful quote by Rumi that says, the light, or the wound is where the light enters. And that is so true, okay? So if you've been just like had your butt kicked in the romantic arena and you've been really hurt and betrayed and there's just like all these emotions happening, you are ascending on a spiritual level, and this particular ex is very significant to you and that process, and the connection so strong because it had to be to crack you open so the light could enter so you can ascend, okay? Now, the second meaning with this card is that the relationship is not over. There's another go-round to be had between you and the ex, okay? It's going to be different for all of you. So apply which one of those messages fits most appropriately. So with that said, I'm going to pull some energy oracle to look at your energy and how you're dealing with the breakup and separation, and then your ex's energy and how they're dealing with the breakup and separation. Because the other sign that this came out for, I totally believe that the reading produced information of it being a twin flame connection. It was the only other reading so far that that energy came through like that. So let's see what's going on, Virgo. All right, you are making a plan. You are making a plan. Now, is this a plan to get back with your ex, or is this a plan to run away and get over your ex? Rest and rejuvenation, yeah. So you, even if you love your ex, even if you want to reconcile, right now in January, you're in a place where you need a break from them. You need to regroup. You're coming up with a plan. You're strategizing. I cannot pronounce that word. Your ex is filled with some anxiety. What are they so anxious over? They're very anxious over you. Sorry, I'm OCD and these just have to be kind of perfect. And this is actually far away from my reach. Okay. So they are replaying the same thoughts over and over and over in their mind, okay? And I want to point out that we have 18 and 19. So we have this progression of energy of number, just like this card here, ascension, a progression up. So they are very troubled about the separation, the breakup, whether it was their choosing or your choosing, okay? They're going through a lot. Your energy looks more rested. It's like you're regrouping, you're coming up with a plan, you're thinking of the future. What do you want for yourself? Do you want this relationship back? Do you have the energy to put into this relationship? You know, what are you going to do? And their energy is quite opposite of that. They're stressing, they're worrying, they're fearing, they're not recouping and trying to come up with a solution or a way forward. They're just kind of stuck in this perpetual energy, the same thoughts going through their mind over and over. And that's another thing, they're stuck in their head. It's they're probably feeling more haunted about this than you are, and that could even be if they broke up with you. Their energy looks far more unsettled than yours does. Okay, so let's pull some vision oracle to look at your energy specifically and theirs to gain a bit more information about these cards that came out here. They might be freaking out like, oh my God, I really screwed up. I've lost my Virgo. Okay. Ooh, you're coming through as card number 29. They definitely could be your weakness. You could be desiring them quite a bit, or you are intentionally putting off the energy to allure them and attract them back to you, which actually goes with that planning card. Maybe you're cutting them off and disconnecting from them in an attempt for them to desire you more, to come back to you. Maybe they really screwed up and you're like, you need to think about what you've done and my value and my worth. And, you know, like right now you're kind of the forbidden fruit, the thing I can't have, the thing I desire so greatly. And they're coming through as card 18. So we have two number 18s for them. You could have children with this ex, okay, with this card here. But more than that, their energy is coming through as wanting healing, wanting to nurture, wanting to grow the relationship. So based on these cards, Virgo, not to say that you don't love your ex or you don't want to be with them, but it appears that you're more okay with the separation. In fact, you might be enjoying it on some level to some degree. If the relationship might have been a bit too intense for you. I mean, we do have this ascension energy here, but their energy is different. Like, I really feel like they want you back. Like, they want to nurture this relationship. They want to grow this relationship, okay? So let's pull some tarot cards to see how this energy is playing out in January. Like, what's going on here? Why are you dangling yourself in front of them saying you cannot have this? Did they do you wrong, Virgo? Is that what the problem is? I don't know. You guys just definitely have the upper hand in January, I feel, when it comes to the ex. We have the Empress reversed, so January may not be the best month for any sort of reconciliation. It's like there's no fertility. We're in the winter right now, okay? And we have the Page of Swords reversed, so this can be petty arguments, just being real naggy, saying immature things, acting immaturely. Also, this could be fights and disputes about a child if you guys have children together. Like you guys just can't agree, you can't see eye to eye, things like that. Also, maybe the ex is keeping the kids from you, or you're attempting to keep your kids from your ex, something like that. This is general, so that could be happening, but I'm just going to put it out there since we have Empress, the Page of Swords, and then this card here. Here we have the Knight of Swords upright. So I think you guys are definitely, there's communication going on. It's not really of an emotional nature. Like we're not talking about our future or anything like that, okay? This might just be information that has to be shared between the two of you for whatever reason. And now we have this Emperor. So this here could represent an Aries. So we have strong air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and now we have this Aries energy, okay? Somebody being very dominating, very in control. And look at that. We have the Emperor and the Empress, the couple out in your cards, but the Empress is reversed. So it goes back to these two energies. It's like one person really wants to work things out and the other person isn't so much open to that at this time. And then we have this King of Wands reversed. So here's more fire energy. Aries again, or we could add Leo and Sagittarius to that lineup. And this is reversed. So we have two reverse cards here, two reverse court cards. So this King of Wands, this is somebody just being really nasty, mean, and paired up with that Page of Swords reverse, like, yuck. It's yucky communication, if there's communication happening, okay? It's nothing you even want to be participating in by the looks of these cards. Yeah, and then we have the Five of Swords upright. Again, petty arguments, disagreements, stubbornness, somebody's pride, somebody's ego really getting in the way. Somebody's being really mean and nasty and childish here, and just like giving low blows, saying really mean, hurtful, spiteful things, just being a jerk and a pain in the ass for the sake of being a jerk and a pain in the ass. Just it's not happy, nice energy. So, I don't know. We do have this couple here, and we do have the Ascension card here. It looks like you and this ex, Virgo, there's some really heavy energy still playing out. I don't see any finality to it in January. Like an ending or a beginning. Like we're in the middle, in the void somewhere in January when it comes to the X, based on these cards. So let's pull some romance angels. Yeah, and Aries, I'm pretty sure Aries got this. So such a strong Aries connection for Virgo's X this month. I don't know if your ex is an Aries or you have a lot of Aryan energy in your chart, somewhere rising Aries or moon in Aries. But strong connection to Aries with Virgo's reading for case of the X. Yeah, all we have here is fire energy and air energy. So Aries is the strongest, okay? And then with this King of Wands, we do have Sagittarius and Leo coming through, that energy, fire energy. And then so many swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Separation. This card actually like kind of flipped up and then flipped back in when I was shuffling. So yeah, I don't think January is the month for you guys to come back together, especially with this being the first card out. Retreat. Yeah, we need time apart from each other, which you're kind of already in that space, Virgo, and getting to know each other. Yeah, you guys need space, Virgo. You and your ex need space in January. There's a lot of heavy energy going on, and I know that it's intense and it really sucks and you're unhappy, but it is seriously taking you to a much higher place spiritually. It's part of your ascension process for this lifetime, and you need to trust that. Every step of this journey has been preordained by you and your ex. You guys have planned this. This ex is very significant in your life, okay? They're not just, you know, some karmic relationship. This is like twin flame soulmate energy. So very significant ex, but the energy is intense and it's heavy in January, and we're still having disagreements, we're still being stubborn, we're having petty arguments, we're being mean, we're being verbally abusive, you know, somebody's being really controlling and dominating while the other person is just being really disconnected and void of any emotion. It's like both of you are hurting each other, and you might both be sitting here thinking like the other is over, like you're thinking they're over you and they're thinking you're over them, but that's not the case at all. You guys are just, it's like brutal, this energy, and it's that way because ascension is painful, it's hard, it's growing, it's stretching, okay? So it's not easy, and only the strongest and wisest of souls can handle such an intense experience in a lifetime, okay? So really trust this process, like that everything is happening for a reason, as it should, and don't try to force anything in January. Just let it be what it is, and try not to fight and argue. Like, it just looks like, ooh, so much fighting, so much arguing. Just send some love. So I'm going to pull some advice cards for you, Virgo, on how to navigate this energy. And please trust that you guys do need this time apart. We have separation and retreat. Like, you both need a time out from each other, from this relationship, to recharge your batteries, recenter yourself. And you already know that, Virgo. You're already there. Like, that's what you're showing as is exactly what needs to be happening here. But your ex, on the other hand, they're just in a complete state of panic and worry and stress and being uptight and just lots of fear-based emotions, okay? Archangel Michael, yeah. A lot needs to happen in this relationship before it can come back together. Archangel Michael, he has the sword of fire. There is a lot of purification, a lot of things that need to be cut out and let go of. But the power, the energy is there for you, Virgo, okay? It's there. You have the angelic realm backing you, supporting you, helping you navigate this crazy, intense energy. Friendship. You need to really rely on your close friendships and your family in the month of January. Just let it all out, you know, don't hold anything in. Open up to them, rely on them, let them be there for you, okay? And love yourself. Oh, yes, Virgo, love yourself no matter what's going on here, okay? Because we have getting to know each other. And I feel like this is energy to come in future months between you and your ex. I just, you're going to meet each other in a different space at a different time. But January is not that month. There's just way too intense energies going on here between you and your ex. And by the looks of these cards, I could not tell you who's right or who's wrong or who did what. You both are experiencing this, and your ex appears to be struggling with it more than you are, but you both are experiencing this energy quite intensely in this separation, okay? So Virgo, that is the reading I have for you in regards to your ex. I hope that this resonated with you, and I am wishing you all the best. Take care.